Darren, a fantastic 2-0 victory away at Hartlepool. I mean, to put it in context, as I understand it, Hartlepool hadn't lost at home all season, hadn't failed to score in a game this season, and so in some ways it puts in context, doesn't it? It's a tremendous result.
Yeah, very good performance, excellent performance, players. Especially for the first 30 minutes in the first half. Real pressure. The wind helped that at times, but real pressure from our aggressive defending high up the pitch, but also that ability to keep Hartlepool, in and around their own box, and that can then become quite difficult when you're on the receiving end of that. I thought the players' energy levels and intensity were absolutely terrific.
And as you say, going into half time, very few chances, but Will had very little to do. I mean, and then we got our noses in front very quickly in the second half, didn't we?
Yeah, look, I thought we defended the box really well all game.
Yeah.
I think we have an excellent level of dealing with crosses into our box, just because of the people that are in that box. When crosses are coming in, there's not many more you'd want in there than Scott Cuthbert or Greg Taylor or Luke Wilkinson. So, we've got good players in those moments. But I thought our defensive shape was excellent, really excellent. And then subsequently, I thought, for the first time this season, I thought our levels of, once we'd won the ball and started the attack, I thought we were far more efficient with our pass and our decision, which meant that we could kind of retain a lot of suspense and pressure into their third, and I think both goals typify that persistence and that aggression to be in a moment of confrontation and to come out the other side with the product.
Yeah, and in many ways the goals, like you say, they weren't scintillating individual pieces of skill. It was just pressure, really, wasn't it?
I thought we deserved that, and they had a really good chance first half, but I thought Will did really well in order to make the forward take the chance the way he did, we just felt right. We felt right all game. It was a lovely feeling and lovely energy to the players. The commitment of the players was terrific, and I just think that when you create that pressure and you retain that momentum, they kick the ball out of play. It doesn't get to the receiver. It goes out of play. You pick the ball up, you start again. And all these things then start going in your favour. And I've got a huge belief that really good teams score the worst goals. They don't always score the best goals, and it's the teams at the other end of the table that may have to work even harder to score a brilliantly complex goal. And so I thought the two finishes were justified just from the sheer persistence, pressure, and intensity that we played with all game. And when you create that, those things do happen.
And it doesn't win newspaper headlines, but sitting up in the stand and watching a good back four who'd been playing brilliant, and then Greg Taylor comes on and you got a good back five. I don't want to pick out because all the players played well, but they managed the game so well, and we seem to have, at the end, the energy level seemed to be as high as at the beginning.
Those that finish the game are so important. And we spend a lot of time talking about what match day means to us, and what you have to do in order to create this teamship, this determination, this all-for-one spirit, and we have to talk a lot about it, but the most important thing is doing that in your recruitment when you're identifying players to come. Greg Taylor's a fantastic professional. I thought Wilmot was very good when he came on.
Yes. Yeah.
Matt Robinson to come on so late and have to play at the intensity he did so quickly, without the time for his body to adapt, I thought was very, very good and very progressive for all three of them. And that goes to show even though we are limited with availability at the moment, we still have a depth of really great character, really great experience, good football knowledge, and when you need to call upon them in those moments in particular, they come on and do a fantastic professional job for the benefit of their teammates, and that's the attitude we try and develop all the time.
And a word about the fans. I mean, 120 fans. Sadly, some couldn't make it. I think because they were let down by the coach company. So some who wanted to be here couldn't. But it's still a great turnout, and
No, amazing.
2 long trips to the northeast in just a matter of weeks.
Amazing. I'm always very conscious of what we put out when supporters travel so far and spend so much money. And, we will at times get criticised when we underperform, and they've done that. But real pride when, for the players and the staff, when the players perform in the way they did and are able to give them that experience. I'm not sure there'll be too many Woking fans that have had too many wins away at Hartlepool, and if that's one of only a few, then we've created an experience and a moment that hopefully they'll remember for a long time, because it's a big football club, Hartlepool. Brilliant supporters, brilliant atmosphere. When you come here, you feel the aggression and the intensity of having to play properly and having to do the right thing. I like that. I've had that at lots of clubs, and that's something that raises players, raises staff, to ensure that you have to meet those levels. And there's no better feeling for a manager than when the supporters go home talking about the positive afternoon, and that they'd spent their money, wisely to make the decision to come up here. So we all thank them for what they've done, and we need their energy now Tuesday, because after another 12 hours on the bus, we might need an artificial
lift,
stimulus, to really galvanise the players. So we have to do this together. Woking can't do it any other way. We can't. We're not that club, and we need to keep pushing.
Yeah, and as we do, we sit during the commentary. We sit amongst the home fans, and there's a nice feeling about hearing home fans beginning to, get frustrated and everything like that, and feel you're getting on top. And that actually is, I think it's our first win at Hartlepool ever. We've drawn once with a great Paul Hodges goal, but I think that's our first win. So
great,
tremendous effort today.
Thank you.
We'll see you on Tuesday, and hopefully there'll be a great turnout, and we'll hopefully keep this unbeaten run going.
Thank you.
Thanks, Darren.
Cheers.